to talk about one way of escaping the arm bar here, the hitchhiker escape. And like I said before, we're going to be able to chain at the end of this. I'm going to show you a drill after we practice the hitchhiker alone, where we'll chain all three positions back and forth. Okay, so the hitchhiker starts by me knowing not to let him extend. So I land in the arm bar. It doesn't mean that I cannot do it if he's already extending, but I should not wait for that extension to take place. So if I can buy myself time by grabbing my arms, I should. This is once again a situation where what is instinctive is incorrect. So instinctively, I just want to hold my hands together. You know, it's just the way it goes. This is wrong. The reason this is wrong is that right now I'm putting two grips in one spot. So if he breaks that lock there, it's gone. So I don't have a backup. So it's better to divide those grips into two separate positions. So don't do a knuckle grip here, don't do a gable grip here unless you have to. Sometimes you have to. But instead, try to think of doing a rear naked choke with the arm that's being attacked. So, in other words, the arm that's being attacked, that hand goes to the other biceps, and now the free hand goes to my elbow. So, hand on biceps, hand on elbow. What that does for me is now he needs to deal with two separate positions. If he breaks one, the other one's still there. If he tries to go for that one, I can't recover the first one. It's a hassle. So it just slows him down a lot. I can start thinking about my escape. First thing I want to do with escape here is I cannot be flat on my back here. I want to arch. So bring your feet close together, the balls of your feet on the ground, and your butt is off the ground. And now I'm going to start walking towards his feet. At no point I need to break this here. Okay, so you can keep going with the break. Okay? At one point, it feels like there's a wall there. I cannot no longer go at this point for sure. When I have to break, I cannot roll over with the grip like that. I could, but it's going to be very hard on my core. So I need to open up. I don't open up in just any way. I don't want to open up here and keep that thumb up because he might armbar me before this is over. So when I break this open, I point my thumb, and this is one reason why we call it a hitchhiker escape. I point my thumb this way, okay, like this. Now, even if he was to extend my arm, I still have a few seconds because my elbow is out of alignment with the lock. So the elbow should be pointing down, but instead it's pointing up and to the side. So he needs to correct that. If he just tries to, crank out it, it's not going to work. And to correct this, when I have some technique, some strength, it's going to be not easy. It's going to take a while. So this buys me time. During that time, this is where I'm going to cross over to a belly down position. And I'll do that by, after walking as far as I can, bringing this elbow here underneath me, and then scissoring my legs. So here to here, okay? Now, and see my arm is still extended and out of the lock. Now I need to bring my knees underneath me, so usually the trail leg's the first knee that I do, and when I do that, I bring this hand as a support on the ground, and I peek out this way here. Now when I do peek out, this is another important part of this technique here. I need to keep the pressure in his thigh, because if I relax that pressure, he can sucker me in to the triangle choke. So keep the pressure on the outside of the thigh. Start circling, head for the head here. Get a side control if you want to lock your hands, it's fine. Okay? So once again, he got me an arm bar, immediately 2-point lock. So every beginner should do this multiple times because you will get arm barred a whole lot in the first year of jiu-jitsu practice. So here, okay? Now, butt off the ground, make sure you bridge him with power. So don't just do this, just bring those feet close together and walk, walk, walk. Now it's time to open. Open, elbow comes in, scissor the legs, the knees are going to come up. One or the other, depends on how far away he is. Pressure with the outside ear here towards this thigh. And circle and take control. Questions? Okay, let's do that.